Hello, Creeplings. Lupus Creepus is here with another Will It Kill Me? And tonight we're going to be doing one that a lot of you guys have suggested, and that is summoning a succubus. Yep, so this one should be particularly interesting, I think. Now, there are a number of different ways I guess you can summon a succubus, but the one I'm going to be doing is the letter method, or I guess you use a letter to write down your intent and what you want in your succubus, I guess, and see if you can get that to get the entity to, I guess, bond to you and become some kind of supernatural girlfriend, I guess. But like I said, it's pretty easy to do. There's a few different steps you need to do. One is that the ritual suggests that you do it at about 3 in the morning for a number of reasons. One is that it suggests doing it right after you wake up because it puts you in the particular mindset of it. I guess you're a little more hypersensitive to your surroundings, you're a little more on edge, and that's what we're looking for in this ritual. Now, what you need once you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning is you'll need a candle, preferably black. I guess any kind of lighting really works so long as it's dim, but candlelight seems to be the preferred method. You'll need a lighter to light your candle and do something a little bit more fun. You'll need a fireproof bowl, and that's what it says, and you'll need something to write your letter with. And you start the ritual by essentially writing down what it says your intent. What do you want in your succubus? And I guess it can be pretty much anything from more adult things to, I guess, less adult stuff. Now, I'm not looking for anything crazy on there, so I'm probably going to see if I can get myself a succubus that's more just like, hey, let's chill, and maybe one that likes to appear on camera for you guys, you know, maybe. That's my intent, is to get something on here. Now, once you write your letter, you get to do something fun, like usual, and you get to bleed on it. Yes, it apparently needs a few drops of your blood to seal the deal, and I got the little diabetic needles that I can prick myself with and get some blood there. You'll burn the letter, and you also say a chant, I guess, asking Lilith herself, the mother of succubi, to send one of her daughters to you. And from there, once you burn your letter, you wait and do what the ritual says to meditate. At this point, you'll relax, and supposedly, if everything's gone right, you'll feel the presence of your succubus in the room. And it could be anything from a small cold wind on your face to a very gentle touch. Other reactions that I'm not really going to say on here. And it says very, very rarely you might actually see something or see something physical like your candle flicker or something like that. But it does say that on very rare occasions, the succubus might manifest yourself. Now, once you feel that, and I guess you're ready to close, you have a little closing chant that you say, and that's it. From there, the ritual says that you are now bound to your succubus. And I guess now you have a supernatural girlfriend, so congratulations on that. There are some risks involved in this. Number one, at least off the top of my head, is you're summoning a succubus, which is known for draining the spiritual energy out of males to the point where they die. So, I guess it's a good way to die, but I don't really want to go out that way. Another thing is that this ritual does essentially call out to beings and spirits, not just succubi. So there's a chance of getting haunted by a spirit or even a demon. So there's a few risks involved in this one. But, you know, it's a pretty easy ritual. I have everything set up here. I'm going to have my alarm set for 3 o'clock. And that's really all there is to it. So I guess, Creeplings, I'm going to go to bed, relax for a bit before I have to wake up at 3, and hopefully we'll be successful, and I'll have my very own succubus. I'll be back with you guys in a bit. Alright, Creeplings, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up and I'm a little out of it, but let's get this going. Letters done. Lilith, mother of Succubi, I call upon you. I beckon you to hear me and accept my plea. My name is David. I ask of you to hear my will. Accept my desires, which I will seal with my blood. Send me your daughter, and send her to me in haste, and let my desire and life's blood be her beacon. Not a whole lot of blood, but there's some there. Okay, well, at least that part's complete. Everything else has gone good with it, so I'm just going to continue now that the alarm's gone. And I suppose at this point, meditation, maybe our succubus has a sense of humor. a second to close the ritual. I thank you, daughter of Lilith, for coming to me. I welcome you into my life and into my dreams, and ask all other spirits, demons, and entities who have been attracted to my ritual to be gone and leave in peace. Oh, okay. Well, first off, I'm not sure if the smoke alarm going off and me having to get up and take care of it put a damper on this ritual, but I mean, it's possible. All the other steps are completed, then from there it just says you need to meditate. So, hopefully that going off didn't, cause a problem, but it very well might have. Oh man, I'm still coming out of it from waking up. But I completely forgot about the smoke alarm that's like right above here and the fire and everything, so it was kind of a surprise to me. Other than that though, as I was sitting here and, I guess meditating and let my mind clear a bit, I did feel kind of a tingle in my face, like someone maybe like very gently just touching it. Of course it could be my imagination, just kind of going off and imagining that, one of the, I guess the symptoms is you would feel somebody touching you. So around when I felt that, that's when that's about when I started to go, okay, and I think it's about time to close the ritual from here. Also, I blew out the candle because I just got that urge, to just blow it out, because the ritual says that, it seems like emotion is a very key part here, and one of the other reasons it says to do this so early in the morning is not just because it wakes you, it's a time when you you wake up and you get that hypersensitivity sort of feeling, but also the idea of fear kind of sparks in you. You get a little bit afraid of being in the dark, being late. 3 o'clock is the witching hour, and I thought I would get more of that feeling by blowing out my candle and doing this in as close to the dark as I can get. As far as results or anything from that, I can't really say from here. I did feel kind of a tingle in my face, and I almost felt like the idea of like a presence, but I think also you get in that state of mind, you're kind of wanting to feel something, you're wanting to feel a presence there. So I think that's where this might be coming from. I'm not sure, but I'm sure with some time I'll find out and I'll keep you guys updated. Again, the smoke alarm going off on me might have messed this guy up, but the blood was added in, the letter was written, the letter was burned, all the other steps have been completed, and then it just moves on to the meditation. So I don't think it's going to, but we'll see. As far as this particular ritual, I'm not really too familiar with, summonings outside of, going to the bathroom with candles and all that. But it seems like this one really focuses on intent and its ways of gathering your intent together. And I think that's supposed to be a big thing when it comes to, summoning spirits or creatures or anything. It's intent. I hear a lot about that in, stories and such. So I think that this could definitely be a way to summon a succubus or summon something to you. I mean, I think even in the instruction that says intent, that intent can bring in not only your succubus, but other things as well. That's why you have the closing portion where you send them off. So, I mean, it's very well possible. But at this point, I think I need to wait and see if anything more happens. Alright, Creeplings. Well, this is Lupus Creepus. And I hope this ritual wasn't a complete failure. At least I know my smoke alarm's working. But for now, I'm gonna go back to get some sleep. And I'm out.